This is Ian Lamont, author of Google Drive and Docs in 30 Minutes. Today I'm going to show you a really neat trick, and that is embedding this Google Doc on a website that I control. I'm actually going to embed it on two different websites that I control. These websites, they have their own URLs. I'm basically going to create a blog post to hold this particular document, and the document will be shown the same way it looks on the Google Docs website. And if I update this document, it will also be updated where it's embedded on the website. So let's get started. And also, if this video helps you, please take a moment to like it and follow me. By the way, what I'm about to show you, this works on a Chromebook, it works in Mac OS, it works on a Windows PC. All that I recommend is that when you're working with the Google Doc, try to do it in Google Chrome, which is Google's recommended browser. So let's get started. Here is a press release. I want to put this press release in two locations. One is on our business website, which is a Shopify website. The other one is on a WordPress website, which is the official website for this particular book. This is what you need to do. Open up the Google Doc. Make sure that it's the right document. This is the right one. Then go to File, Share, Publish to the Web. So what we're doing here is we're going to be getting embed code. Embed means that I'm sticking some computer code onto my two websites that will basically allow this document to be shown just the way it is. The first thing you need to do before you embed it is you have to publish to the web. So I'm going to click this button that says Publish. It says, are you sure about that? And yes, I am sure. Okay, so it says press Command-C to copy. If you're using a Windows machine or a Chromebook, it would be Control-C. So I'm going to do Command-C to copy it. So I've just copied that text. And you can see it doesn't really make much sense. It says iframe and then docs.google.com and a bunch of kind of jumbled letters and stuff. But basically, this is computer code that my other websites will be able to understand. So let's start on the Shopify blog post. And this is a press release. And basically what I've done is I've put the title for the blog post, press release, and then I've typed, this is an embedded Google Doc. I'm going to press return once. This is the important. I cannot just paste in the embed code that I got from Google Docs. I can't just paste that right in. What I have to do is I have to make sure the website where I'm publishing this Google Doc is configured to accept HTML code. HTML is basically the language of the web. And on different types of websites, you'll see an option to include embed code depending on how the website works. For Shopify, you'll see it says show HTML. So I'm going to switch to that by pressing on this button. It looks like two pointy brackets. And this is the HTML code. This is an embedded Google Doc, and you can see some HTML code, which basically tells the web browser how to present the text that I've typed. So I'm going to erase these two things. Just put an extra space there, and then I'm going to paste that embed code. This code right here, I'll copy it again, and I'm pasting it in. So you can right-click and then just select Paste. This is the same on Windows PC or Mac OS or Chromebook. So you can see it says iframe source, and it just basically put it in exactly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click Preview to see what it looks like. So this is an embedded Google Doc. And right away you can see a little bit of a problem. It's all scrunched up. Not to worry, there's a way around this, but the basic idea of the Google Doc being embedded on the page, it's there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of extra custom code just so it can display properly in Shopify. So I'm going to close out of that particular preview. And then what I'm going to do is I have some special code. And it says width equals 800. Height equals 1200. As you may guess, this is going to tell the browser to basically create a box of a certain dimensions. And the dimensions are in pixels. I don't have to specify that, but the computer will know that. But this means 800 pixels wide, and the height is 1200 pixels. So I'm going to copy that, and then let's blow this up a little bit so we can see it. You'll see at the very end it says iframe, and just before that there's another pointy bracket. Add a space before that and then paste in. So I'm going to go right click and paste. Whoops, I think I missed. Actually, let's do that again. I'm going to paste it right in there. So you can see it says width equals 800, height equals 1200. Maybe what I can do is like that. Okay. And now I'm going to preview it again. Let's see what it looks like. There we go. This is the same press release. It's exactly the way it looks like on Google Docs, and people can scroll down. So this is the Shopify version of this. Let's do the same thing for the WordPress version. So this is creating a new post in WordPress using WP Bakery Page Builder. It's similar to Gutenberg. It's a block style editor. Unfortunately, because as I said before, we're using this computer code, it needs to be HTML input. This is not HTML input. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this button that says Page Builder or Block Editor. It switches to the classic view of WordPress. If you still don't see it, maybe what you need to do, for WordPress at least, is get a plugin that's called a Classic Post Editor or Classic Editor. And you should see something like this. You'll see it says Visual, and then it says Text. So let's do the same thing. So this is press release. Whoops. And I'm going to type in, here is the embedded Google Doc, : Okay, this is visual. This is the normal formatting that you would see. If you're doing it kind of like what you see is what you get. I'm going to switch to text, which is basically another way of inputting HTML code. Here's an embedded Google Doc. I'm going to paste it in, same way, right-click, paste. Whoops, that's the wrong one. So I have to see, that's the width height. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to the Google Doc. I'm going to copy this text again, this embed code, the iframe stuff. I'm going to paste it in, right-click, paste. There it is. And let's see what it looks like on the visual editor. And this, we have the same thing happening again. See how it's kind of, it's the wrong dimensions. And people will have to scroll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that width height trick I showed you before, go back to the HTML view, and I'm going to paste it in there. All right, and let's see what that looks like now. And you can see it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. So once I click publish, this would be live on the web, and anybody visiting this web page, which is going to be, this is the URL for it, they will see the Google Docs press release that I have. And the great thing about it is when I make an edit to this particular press release, like let's say that I change the date, instead of June 23rd, I said April 4th, that will be reflected on not only on the WordPress version of it, but also on this other version of it, this Shopify version of this particular web page. And for any sort of web platform where you can enter HTML code, embed code, such as from Google Docs or from YouTube or anything else, actually, you should be able to do this. Not every website allows their users or their owners to do it, but many do. WordPress is the most common format. I've also seen it done in Google Blogger, and then of course in Shopify, as I just showed you. So it's a really good way to get a Google Doc onto a website. If this particular video helped you out, if you could take a moment to like it and follow me. And also, if you go to in30minutes.com, you can check out the book that I wrote about Google Drive and Docs. It also covers Sheets, Slides, and other Google applications. It's at in30minutes.com. This is Ian Lamont, the author. Thank you so much for watching.